Okay, we are recording. Welcome, Nina, and welcome, Angie, to Suzie Sayz. I am so excited to have you here today. It's like a real honor all the way up in Croatia and Suzie sitting down in South Africa. So Northern Hemisphere meets Southern Hemisphere, summer meets winter, but wow, we are all on the same beautiful planet. So I'm so chuffed to have you here. Nina, I'm going to start with you because I met you first. I met you first through a special friend of ours. And I've gone on an incredible journey over the past few months with you during these crazy times on this earth. For those of you who are listening to this now, or those of you who are listening to this in a year's time or 10 years' time, just in case you didn't know what went down in 2020, go Google it. Because this is when I found these two women that I have been able to shift and recreate my existence thanks to this incredible platform that I got into my hands, thanks to you. But I'll start with you, Nina. And first of all, thank you for your time. It's always such fun connecting with you because I know that I become a more expansive Suzie energy in your space. So without further ado, and with just in a nutshell, who is this beautiful blonde goddess in front of me that is sitting in Croatia now? And why have Suzie invited you to my little Suzie Sayz channel today to share with us who you are and what modality and we have come across and we are sharing together and who we are and what we are creating in today's space. So welcome, Nina.
Thank you, Suzie. Hello, ladies, once again. You have to be like, what would it take for you to be a reporter on a like global, international, worldwide television, social media station, like for everything regarding consciousness and awareness and expanding and connecting people? Like, oh my God, what would it take to all of them hire you? You're phenomenal. Okay, oh great, the dog is in my lap. She's so cute. Just, yeah. She's also like, let's play. Okay, so thank you for a really super cool introduction. Hello from Bucharest this time. Yeah, okay, so how did we meet? How did everything start? So first thing, it's definitely not our first time. We are all changing bodies and playing around throughout, like, I don't know how many trillions of years. And again, this time is maybe really the time in this global moment of time together with this year 2020, with all the things that are shifting, with the planet showing us what is all possible, so we can actually say, okay, yes, we're doing it. We are being the leaders of consciousness. We are being here with no excuses anymore, no hiding, no postponing, no whining, no complaining. We are really willing to go there. Even at some point, if we stop or stuck, we now know that everything is possible to change in a second. Yes, there is that new phenomenal modality that we have to give credit to. It's called access consciousness. It's a very new modality. When we say very new, in the last 30 years on this planet, founder Gary Douglas and co-founder Dr. Dane here, they created this phenomenal modality. As Angie was saying just before, this is a set of tools, box of tools that is given to us actually. So we know that at this point of time, never before, not like 35 years ago, like now, maybe in the last decade, and even more and more and more in advancing this modality, we have the tools so we can reach out to and actually start to, by using them, explore the space of being who we truly are, what we truly are, what is all possible, to explore the energies, and finally to be who we truly be, the energy, space, and consciousness. So we can explode in awareness, we can explore the consciousness that we truly are, that space that includes our bodies, that actually that we are not only these bodies, we are much more. So there are so many, like more than ever is that, yes, that infinite field of possibilities that are inviting us to be something different, to be more, to be that magic that we are, to be that phenomenon that we are, and really not to just speak about it, but really to be it. And that's something the three of us are sharing at this moment, each of us in a very different way, yet all together in that space of oneness and beauty on this planet, including everything that is actually being here, a contribution for us, and vice versa. And yeah, we met on some classes that I'm facilitating, and that we are, doing exactly that, like exploring consciousness and see how we can contribute to each other, how we can actually be everything that we can be, and how actually our dreams that were before just dreams can truly come true. Even at the moment when it starts to be too good, so we don't go for it's too good to be true. It's like, what is beyond that possible? What is all possible beyond that? So yeah. What else?
Nina, if you think of it, we've been programmed as humans to function from thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
Yeah.
And suddenly being shown and being given a tool that gives us an awareness now of, rather than coming now from the knowing, coming from the being, is a completely different flip side. There are three sides to a coin. So a completely different flip side when you come from that state of it. And so meeting you through this, what led you to actually finding access consciousness? What's your journey that brought you to this? Because you obviously have always created. I know that you have an incredible, phenomenal background, which Angie can share with us of how she met her friend. But yeah, what was your path that led you to access consciousness?
Okay, and again, you will all speak for yourselves, of course, but all of us again are here because we were always creating. We were creating phenomenal things. The thing is whether we were acknowledging it, whether we were aware of that these were phenomenal things, whether we were standing up here for ourselves saying, yes, this is really great, I'm going to go for it, or we were aligning and agreeing with the masses or with the society, with the family, and not allowing ourselves to be more than that, different. But we were always being different. That's the first thing. And second thing is how much actually, yes, we were not allowing ourselves that. So we were creating a lot of SHIT too. So we don't have to actually be that grandiose infinite being that we are. So we always knew, and okay, I will say for me now, I always knew that something else is possible. So not to go into the long story or storytelling, it's just since I was very little, I really knew, even when I was 3 or 5 or 8, that I remember that I will create something worldwide for this world, that I am really that drop in the ocean that will contribute to the ocean and vice versa. I just had the clarity of that, and that's consciousness. When we know it at such an early age and we can remember it, it's something that led us. So I was always led for exploring what else is possible. I just didn't know, sometimes exploring all the modalities, all the techniques, all the religions, or not going to that, exploring living with all kinds of people that are connected with the mysticism, and writing for big journals worldwide and exploring that as a journalist and as a writer. Yet it was always missing, okay, what is that beyond this limitation that spiritual practices do have? It's always kind of a system. It's always kind of every system has a limitation. So it was like, okay, I know that there is something beyond. I know that we are more than that. I know that we don't have to obey to the rules. I know that the only rule is actually our awareness, what we know. So in that exploration, that was a lifetime, this lifetime, and many other lifetimes included, I found, and of course, nothing is coincidental. It just, I was asking for it in very various ways. It was just at some point a few years ago that I said, okay, there is nothing here for me in so-called this reality. It's just everything that exists, it's not enough anymore. So even knowing that something else is available, knowing that we are too magical, knowing that there are so many miracles and that they're not random. I believe that miracles are not random. It's not just like, okay, this happened and oh my God, it's just, you know, something that I cannot create. I knew that it has to be the connection, but even like the law of attraction and all these things, it didn't, it was too logical. It was too still connected to the mind. So as I used to say, even on the classes, when two persons really connect, when two bodies come with each other and they create a new being, that's that magic. That's that magic. We are so used to that magic. Actually, it's kind of normal. Yeah, making babies, having kids. People don't even think about it. But just knowing that there are two beings, two bodies with many energies connecting and actually really creating something so wonderful, this is what life is about. So at some point, I just came across, the information came to me. My body actually showed me that, invited me to that time, that day, that space, that situation. Everything got so aligned and perfectly, kind of a beautiful constellation that it's never coincidental. Just appeared in a reality where I actually found out about a modality called access consciousness. And then actually I took my first bars, that you are so familiar with now. And that is a technique. Andja can talk about it more eventually. She's a phenomenal bars facilitator. And it's yeah, I just received my first bars, a beautiful body process, very something new in the world, very new neuroscientific, very phenomenal and beyond this reality, as we would say, something that gives so much ease for the body, actually allows the body to receive for the first time and delete all the limitations that we are actually filled with. And at that time, I just realized that I came to something that I was actually asking for. And the path with access consciousness and all the classes and everything that access consciousness is actually gifting us to choose or not, it was very fast. And again, I became a certified facilitator, somebody who can create classes, who can actually provide that space for people. We all can. It's just something that officially you can give classes and actually go through that laboratory of magic to really create so much change for people in a very fast and truly, truly magical way. I don't have the words. It's very beyond words. And then I realized even more how powerful we are, how magical we are, how our choices actually are. And you know that, both of you, I'm repeating again so much, that our choice is the greatest catalyst. Our choice is the greatest tool. Our choice is the greatest clearing. Our choice is actually the magic wand. And just that's the new universe. And we are actually the network of universes, our beings, our bodies. The new universe opened, and more by choosing more and more, I actually started to create something that I always knew it's here, that kind of I was waiting for, and it was just the starting point. So now there is no limit. Even the sky is not limit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is magic. It really is something special. And just like you were seeking, I know last year in my story was, I set the intention, put it out there. What is it? What is it that is to come to me, that I can create a better existence? The same thing as you. It was like, there's got to be more to life than this. There's this inner seeking, this inner wanting to expand, wanting to know more, and just being open to receive it. So when you popped up in my life at the beginning of this year, I had created this, I had brought this in, my energy field of who I was open to receiving this. And then magic happened. And from then on, obviously everything has unfolded with the different courses and the different sessions that I've had to expand my being now on this planet, as a conscious being. And how can I expand it? How can I uplift others and expand others through my being? And it has been super, super, super special meeting you too. And Nina, I have so much to be grateful for all of this coming together right at this, as you said, everything is on time. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And very grateful.
You shall receive.
100%. Ask, believe, receive. And I love the way the explanation of access bars is basically clearing out your hard drive of all those limiting beliefs, all the BS that everybody has put onto us, not only in this lifetime, but in lifetimes before, whatever you may believe or not. We're a frequency being. We have a collective of everybody else's dust. Over 99% of everything of our belief system is not even ours. And this is what's been so beautiful with this, especially in these changing times, to crush all of that and just delete all of that, Control, Alt, Delete, and reset, and refine and refind one's being. And who am I? Like, who am I? What am I? And how
I would rather go.
Couldn't it be more of a perfect time?
Yeah, I would rather go for what am I? Really, what am I? What am I? People are, when we go just to who am I, we have to identify. This reality is organized into identifying I'm this and this and this and this. What am I is actually, again, being that energy, space, and consciousness that we are.
And it is super exciting every day to find more and more what am I, and what more capabilities I have, what more what more potential there is, what more magic that I can bring out in me to become that better being, fuller being, and expansive being. Super exciting.
And the just to Angie, I would like to, we are all the media people here. So it's Suzie's channel. And again, it's just, we are just mixing the roles and positions and just contributing. So let's just go. And Angie, I just adore her when she talks about really so refined about this modality involves question, and it's also something that it's not very new. I mean, Einstein knew it, Tesla knew it, so many scientists before knew it. It's just Access brought it in such a different way. And it's about, as you were now asking Suzie so much, what am I? And what am I? And really, what is now possible? And that's the power of question. So Angie, just rock.
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah, Nina, I was going to say, Nina, what is Angie? But Angie, what are you?
Well, I recently found out I'm an infinite being, and I was like, oh, I knew that. Nobody told me I was right, but we all knew it, and that's the beauty of this whole journey. When I met Nina, after 20 years, we knew each other from the media, and then our paths parted, and I was anyway, I got sick. No, to make the long story short, and I was battling a so-called incurable disease, and I was getting worse and worse, and I decided last summer, oh fuck this, I'm sorry, this doesn't have any sense, the life like this. And also, Suzie, as you said, I was asking for a teacher. I was asking for someone who will show me the way, for someone, for anything that would open the possibility and show me that it's really possible. I was like, okay, if it's not gonna happen, I'm just going. I don't care. And Nina came and she told me, look, Andja, I've been following you. I was writing blogs, and she said, but I was asking, is it the right time? And we met accidentally on a concert last year. And she said, please try this. And I was like, I tried everything, nothing works. But knowing in mind who Nina was all my life, I was like, okay, I have to give her a chance. She was always special and she was always doing something so different. And when I was touched by her, by this process for the first time, but yeah, it was her magic. My whole body responded, and it was as if my every cell was happy. And you also told me this, Nina. You said, oh my God, I feel like your every cell is responding. And I was like, what is this? This is crazy. So this was exactly 1 year ago. I couldn't even talk properly. So my expressions were different. I couldn't move my right hand, everything. It was just horrible. And this reality doctors and diagnosis, all of them said, no, just make peace with it. This is your destiny. We can't do anything. And then she came with this magic, with her magic, and everything changed. And she told me, look, Andja, just ask questions. Just ask questions. And I remember a year ago, I went out and I fell on the floor like I was falling every day. I'm learning how to walk again. And I remembered the question. And I started asking, okay, how does it get any better? How does it get any better? How does it get any better? And I managed to stand up. And using this question every day since then, I'm a completely different person now. Everything is different. My whole life, I can't even begin how to describe the level of miracle I'm living now. My doctors, on the other hand, they were like, they're treating me as a miracle. They're like, some of them are okay with acknowledging that I'm doing something different, but most of them say, maybe we misdiagnosed you, maybe this isn't so grave. You know, people are okay with seeing what they believe in, you know. And the majority of people is just, they just want to be right. And not many people like you, like Nina said, are choosing, okay, are choosing possibilities and are asking for something else. Not many. So yeah, we're interested in who are you going to inspire with this talk we have today. And I just want to inspire the people to ask themselves, okay, what else is possible? Is this really life? Is this really that there is to life, or there's something more for me? And that's the beginning of all magic.
Yeah, it is. It is complete magic. And you have done, I mean, and you've turned your life completely around that you've shared with us. And I know you come from a background, both of you come from a background of being in the limelight, where people have watched you and people are watching you, and to do something totally out of the box, as opposed to what you look at society, you look at people now, and I know what is happening. Everyone has been on autopilot. There's this whole mentality of the 9 to 5, the perception of life as we know it, totally cocooned, and that you follow the footsteps of generations, and you follow the footsteps of what others perceive and what others think that you should be. But to come from that space where that cupboard, that closet is cleared of dust. I love seeing it as a very dusty coat, and it's everybody else's dust in it, and that gets cleared away, and you suddenly have this awareness of lightness and space where you can breathe and you can ask the questions. You say it's all in the questions, like, what more is there? You know, what more can I contribute? What more? We are creators, and we haven't been taught that. And now what's so beautiful in this modality is to have this awareness now of what we ask, believe, receive, we receive back. And you can do it in a good way, you can do it in a bad way. And you hit rock bottom, Angie. You hit rock bottom with regards to your health. But you knew somehow in your conscious, you knew to ask questions like, what more? What more? Like, surely there's more to life.
Yeah, like you did, Susie. And I have to just say, nothing is good or bad.
Yeah,
We give
right or wrong.
We give it meaning, you know. So
Yeah.
everything just is, and that's the beauty of bars, because it's like unlocking you. It's a beautiful body process that helps you that makes you receive and open spaces you never knew they exist. And I asked questions as well as you did and Nina did. And when you ask, you shall receive, like the Bible rightfully says. And it's very true. So yeah, there is this modality, there is bars, there are many more classes. There is this magical how do you say, like czarowniak,
Wizard
called Nina, my friend. And with the help of her, I was like, I'm just discovering more and more to my life, and everything is becoming so crazy and possible. My life now, maybe a year ago, it was like this. Now it's like this. And who knows where it will be in a few years.
It's like opening the windows. It's like opening the windows.
And it's
like saying,
the question is, how much can we
show it to me,
inspire each other and be oneness and show what is possible. And thank you, Nina, for choosing this and for inspiring me so I could inspire Oliver so he could inspire Susie, and blah, blah, blah. And it goes on and on.
And it does go on and on. And, you know, you touched earlier on by saying, you know, there can be any modality. It doesn't matter what you choose that you resonate with. But that inner magic comes from you. And when you believe in something and when you resonate with something, you become unstoppable. It's like an engine switched on. You become an active energy field that is just creating and moving forward. And it's all the unknown. Going into this conscious world, everything is new, everything is unknown. But when you come from a place of knowing, you know, when you know that you just know. I love knowing the unknown, because I know that it's all magical. I just know that we are here to create. I know, and how, as you say, Nina and Angie, those questions are powerful. But one of the most powerful, what I've taken away from all of this, and what I've passed on to so many people now, is my daily mantra of all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. I sing that a gazillion times in a day, and I just watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I manifest.
That's why we have
things
to.
like this.
Yeah, we have to thank Access Consciousness, this wonderful modality, because, you know, I'm a person who tried everything, all the modalities, and Nina also, and everything was like beautiful, and it led me to this point in life, but it was very linear and very certain rules you have to follow. I love Access because it's about your knowing, and it's about the question, what is true for me, which is not the same like for you or for Nina. And that we have to say that this modality is something totally new, incomparable to anything that exists now. And it's fast, sexy. It's about consciousness, accessing consciousness, like you said, Nina, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, and accessing it rapidly.
It's about using the tools for you to be empowered that you know. Okay, so again, it's about you guys. It's about you. It's about your choices. It's about really, what do you truly choose? How much would you like to be something different? How much you're allowing yourself to be everything you desire to be? How much you believe that everything is possible? Is the modality offering the tools for you to know that you already know that you are an infinite being who knows, who is, who perceives and receives at any second of the time. And also, when we mentioned the questions, to ask the question, and Einstein was really talking about that. He was saying if people would 99% of the time ask the question instead of looking for an answers, they would have a totally different life. And to ask the question, just to ask, okay, what now? Without going into the mind, I have to think about it, what now? Just ask the question, what now? Or what is now possible? Or like Access has these two major questions, what is now possible? Or how does it get better? With the question, you are actually breaking the structure of this reality that is, as you were saying, Suzie, autopilot, something we were used to, something that we bought as true, something that we said, okay, this is life and nothing else. With the question, we are going in between, we are breaking the structure and actually allowing the possibilities to come, allowing the space, actually the awareness to kick in. And that's why, again, yeah, Access is great. It's okay. Access is great. It reminded us, it's a compilation of new stuff, of old stuff, of everything. It's such a smart, amazing modality that is bringing us, yeah, okay, so everything is already here. Ask for it, open and receive. You don't even have to believe. It's not about believe. Believing involves mind. Believing is aligning with some concept. Just to ask and know that you already know. What else is possible? Yeah, Angie.
Just wanted to say how much I loved your comparison that the mind is a wonderful tool, but in this so-called reality, we are under its terrible reign. You know, the mind is like an evil king who is reigning our lives. And Nina, you compared the mind to a calculator.
Yeah.
And I loved it so much because, you know, the symphonies and everything you said, they're not from the mind. The calculator can't calculate a wonderful symphony or paint a wonderful painting or do. The mind knows, it calculates what it knows based on what it has experienced, and then it you know, the mind is wonderful for doing taxes. End of story.
For
The
counting money.
question,
For counting money.
yeah, yes, exactly.
For counting money, not to create lives.
No, and that's exactly. So the mind, okay. The question is an amazing antidote to the mind. People are like under stress, they can't sleep, they have, oh my god, these thoughts are killing me, why am I thinking this negative thought? The question is the antidote, and that's what's wonderful about it. So crazy, people, but it works. Just try it.
Yeah.
And you have Suzie here, and you can contact her or us through her, and what else is possible? Try it. Don't believe us. Try it.
Yeah. Well, look at you. I mean, Angie, you're a walking case for healing through this. Of you've caught up with your new reality now by asking the questions. Your body has caught up. You've created this. So what more is possible? I mean, Nina's created this machine of an incredible woman of being able to go out there and expand her life, which expands energetically, expands everybody else around you. I'm at the beginning of this. I mean, even though I've only been doing this a few months now, I can already see the ripple effect, who I am becoming through this, and those who I am touching around me. It's just, wow.
Suzie, I have to just jump in. I have to jump in now. So the thing is, the creation, it's not linear, truly, and it's not logical. Okay. So when you say I'm at the beginning, or Angie, I'm at the beginning, it's not true. We are not going according to the linear time. Okay. Basically, even on the bar points, there are time and space. It's not reference to this time. So when you have the person, okay, when you have somebody who is, for example, I'm choosing a lot. If I'm choosing N, what else is possible? How much more can I choose? What else can I choose? What else can I open? How much more magic can I go for? Okay. But if I'm willing to go to some spaces, to open some spaces, the minute you come to the class, you have access to that space. So even if it took me for a year, for example, to access that space, even if it didn't, I'm pretty fast. It's when you are choosing and going to this class, you are automatically accessing that space. So what does it mean? You are kind of downloading all the magic, and it's not anymore me or you or Angie. We're not persons anymore. So you're accessing that, and immediately when you touch somebody, you are having these energies, so-called my energies, and these are not my energies anymore. It's just the result of all the choices I'm being. And that's why it's different. What Angie was saying, every singer is different. It's depend of even the facilitators or healers or blah, blah, blah. It depends of how much, and it's not the competition and it's not comparisons. It's just what it is. It's how much somebody is choosing. So when you access the class of that person, for example, if that person has so many doors open, you have them open too, immediately. So you have it all. You both have it all. Okay?
It's the giving and receiving.
Exactly. I mean, you have the access to that space. If you choose to go for it, you have it. And the minute you touch the another person, hold the thought, Angie. The minute you touch the another person, you go to have a session, you have all of these energies that are kind of Angie's energies, my energies, all the, you know, it's not you who are at the beginning with all of this and now you have to, no. It's not linear, it's not logical. You have it all. And that's why with whom we are actually connecting, with whom we are creating, you know, how much space is available. Yeah, Angie, sorry.
So, Susie, what Nina was telling at the beginning, it's your choice. You chose this, you know? You chose this and you have access to this because you were inspired by it. It was your choice and you came to these classes and you chose to change your life. So never think linear, never. It's an old paradigm.
It is.
And the world completely changed in the last 5 months. It completely changed. Nothing exists. Nothing is. There is no security anymore. The whole world is crazy, and yet you are in so much peace, like me or Nina or many people are like just creating and being happy, and it's as if the craziness doesn't touch them. It's their choice, your choice, my choice, Nina's choice. And yeah, so this, what you were saying, Nina, you are choosing so much and you're opening to these energies, but just by our choice of choosing these classes of yours, we are accessing it.
Yeah, all of it.
Ripple effect.
You're skipping
like
the whole time and space. You have it all now. Only if you choose, and that's the power of choice. Yeah,
100%. And bringing it all down to being present in it. I mean, it's been this art of being
to be
in
open,
to be open to receiving. Oh,
open to receive.
Yeah, and that's something that human beings have, you know, the human doings out there have really been close to. I know I've been a great one for that in my old story. We don't receive well. So receiving this whole new, and how can I receive more, and how can I be open to it more, and asking those questions has been a whole turnaround. And it's incredibly powerful. It is absolutely life-changing. And so whoever is watching this, I do urge you, I mean, there are various courses that Nina and Angie do offer with the courses, the modalities we all offer. And it is on time. It is right on time now to be able to have this awareness, to be able to be present with it, to be able to nurture and expand one's being in this ever expanding world that we're in. And I'm really excited about it. Truly, truly, truly excited about it. So,
and also, Susie, you are a birth practitioner. You can I'm inviting people to try this and to come to your session, and what else is possible from there. Because the touch, power 100%. Of being touched with bars changes everything. It even sounds unfathomable when we speak of it, but when you try it,
and the results are amazing. I mean, I've worked on a whole lot of people now over the past couple of months, and the magic in me comes alive with it.
Yeah,
it really does. It when I see the results and when I see how they are expanding and entering into their energy field, how I'm expanding, how we're interacting with each other. Lives are changing and people are morphing in front of me, and they're open for change. People are ready for change. So I'm super excited to be a practitioner in this, and to proudly raise my banner with this and own it, because I'm morphing and changing my life. I'm a walking, doing being, and it's a whole different way.
What future you are and we are all creating with that? What future we all creating? What contribution can we be to all of them, and all of them really to us? When we step into the process or being in the classes, really, yes, it can be facilitator and the participants, again, we are opening more that space of oneness and mutual contribution, where really there is no separation. And when there are 5 millions of energies contributing to us, that we can actually create a totally new kingdoms that are our lives. And it's really what kind of future, and that's always the question, what future we are creating. Then we are not even acknowledging how much is more possible as our future that we actually are not acknowledging. And what if this is really truly just the beginning of this marvelous, marvelous, beautiful, totally beyond words creations that this year was offered in such, yes, maybe uncomfortable way, in very weird scenario, but we are choosing, okay, now is the time. Earth is showing us, let's go for it. Let's be it. Let's not, as we said at the beginning, let's not holding back, and let's acknowledge you, Suzie, who's choosing more, Angie, the F, you know, what you're choosing, what you're being, and who we really, even, yes, I will acknowledge me too. It's something we are not pretending polite, like I will acknowledge you not. It's very important to acknowledge your being, your body, and to say, okay, yes, what else is possible? How much more can I choose in order to create a different future on this planet? And each and every one of us, and I will wrap up with this sentence, we are not becoming special because we are born special. We are, all of us, guys, all of you who are watching this, we are becoming different and special just because we are choosing something different, special, that our choices are making us to be something different, not for the sake of being different, we don't have anything out of it, but for the sake of, yes, we know that something else is available and possible now. So let's choose it first, and we will see what our choice will create. But yes, I'm going to choose it, and I'm going to ask the question and just witness what is all possible, how the universe is responding to it in this beautiful network of oneness. So yeah, Suzie's practitioner here, please, whoever is in Johannesburg and even in Cape Town or wherever in South Africa, please go and receive bars, try bars. Yes, we can have classes. Most of the classes, even Access Consciousness as an organization, we are all creating it online now due to all the so-called crisis that is actually blessing in disguise. So yes, there are so many things possible online, and even, yes, at that moment when we are online, we're even more kind of ask for to be present with our bodies and our beings, and actually with all of our energies, and to explore that. You might be surprised who you are and what you are actually, even without being physical.
Exactly. So it's been such a beautiful journey. Choosing me actually is where I started this process.
Yeah.
And then that choosing found, as Angie says, found Ollie, and then via all of you, I have chosen to be the best version of me and expand. And now I know that there's just so much more. How does it get better than this? I'm choosing that, and you ladies have chosen that, and I'm very grateful you have chosen to come into my space today, into my Suzie Sayz channel, the first of many, I promise you, interviews and stories that I'm going to get out of you, with you traveling around the world and creating these beautiful, beautiful beings. So I want to thank you for your time, and thank you for coming into my life, and thank you for us co-creating and expanding and making this universe just magical and unstoppable. And how does it get better than this? Because so much for living in a box. Who try to put a box or put baby in the corner? Please, doesn't happen anymore. No more babies in the corner.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Suzie. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Angie, anything in closing from you? And I'm so grateful for you. And I'm so excited that you have created this new body and healthy being so that you can flourish in this beautiful world that we're in.
Thank you, Susie. It's been such an honor. I love the name since you told me, Suzie Sayz. So, just a question for the end: how much can this channel inspire and change the world, and bring ease and joy and glory to all of its um, uh, public watchers, spectators, I don't know the
Viewers,
word now.
never they got it.
Viewers, yes. So
Oh,
thank you, Suzie. Thank you, Nina. And what else is possible? And hopefully we will see each other in South Africa. That's the
Ooh.
plan.
Yes, that's the plan, to have a
That's
big classes. Yeah, that's something
brilliant.
being created. We were asked to come, really, and to
It's my dream.
The-
Dream
Yay!
to create the big classes and really to kick asses. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Until then,
Beautiful. I'm
we'll
kicking asses with you down here.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll explore it
sure.
what is possible.
I
Until
will.
then, really, that mantra, that is phenomenal. And of course, people can always go to www.accessconsciousness.com. The mantra that it's not very many people actually got it. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. That's the mantra. And then at some point it just came up, no, all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life is coming to me. So guys, viewers, spectators, public, you can just ask yourself, or actually say, all of life comes to me. So allow yourself for the life come to you. What if you don't have to chase your life anymore? What if you don't have to chase the greatness? What if life can come to you only if you ask? All of life comes to me, or to invite and allow actually to receive it with total ease, joy, and glory. Thank you all.
Beautiful.
And
So,
contact Suzie. Try bars. Don't wait.
absolutely. You have to,
Yes,
without a
Suzie will
doubt.
also have all the infos about the classes.
I will.
So
I will put everything on this, and without a doubt, Suzie Sayz is what Suzie says, Suzie goes. So Suzie does say, and it does happen, is that all of life does come to me with ease and joy and glory. Because look at these beautiful women who came into my space. So thank you for coming into and making this awareness for those who are looking for us. So I believe that this is going to find a whole lot of new energy fields that choose now to become their beings and their full potentials, which so much gratitude to you both. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay,
Goodbye.
and Nina.
See you
Little
soon.
note, it's full potential is unlimited, just for you to know. So as we said, the sky is not the limit. There is no limit. So full potential is unlimited. And just when I look those two of you, Andja and Suzie, so I remember both of you at your beginnings. You know what? You are the queens of transformation and the queens of consciousness and the queens of infinite beauty. It's crazy, girl. It's really crazy. I remember both of you at the beginning, and I'm looking at you now. And what the F else is possible? You're crazy. I adore you. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, I love
Thank
it. I
you.
love you
Bye.
both. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.